How you doing? My name is Marshall Cole, trying to give you a digital model on second grade digital citizenship. Some of the things we want to look at as far as digital models go is the difference in what we want to give to our students as far as, um, excuse me, um, what are they looking for? What are you looking to teach them? Some of the things would be safety, health, legal, ethical issues related to what we call normal digital citizenship. As we discuss safety, it's important to know that where our students go is they should be aware of where they're going and places that they probably shouldn't be at. There are a lot of students, and by the way, my topic is covering second graders, but even they know certain places they shouldn't go, but they do. They go to games that aren't for their age. They go and get accounts in Facebook. They're definitely not old enough to own a Facebook page. I've heard mom, dad, or even older brothers or siblings would be the ones that aid them in doing this. And some kids are just, those little digital gurus who definitely learn and do things before you think they should even know about it. So it's good as us as teachers to explain to them what true digital safety, health, legal, or even ethical issues should be and what they might come across. Some of the things to think about, what would be the physical or psychological social effects that happen to kids. Some kids who play endless games. I even heard some of the second graders I've taught. Gee, Mr. Cole, I stayed up all night long and I played this game. I didn't stop. Nobody stopped me, so I figured it was okay. But they tend not to eat right, sleep right, and other things that they should do, right, is normal or more normal for them at their age groups. This becomes an interaction place too, and that's not necessarily a good place for them to interact with as a world. They should be outside, possibly getting a little playtime, monitored time for getting homework in, and TV time or whatever that might be. Just trying to get them not to be a slave to the actual games or the YouTube, endless YouTube. I hear a lot of students doing that too as well. So we hope that we can help parents, and also while we're in school, we want them to be addressing doing school things, not going to inappropriate sites, either by accident or wherever. They should stay on school tasks, directed or guided, different websites for their learning. These are all things we want them to maintain and do. Legal issues. A lot of the students aren't quite aware, but like I said, they do know that they shouldn't have a Facebook. They do know they shouldn't be playing a game like Fortnite. It's well above their age group. Or they play on Roblox. Roblox is a game system that has multiple games within inside of it, and these students are playing these games that are like first-person shooters, and it's a little gory and what have you, and maybe that's above them too. So we want to let them know, hey, we want to do age-appropriate things and how to do that. Let's look on to our next topic, which is what is appropriate communication? How do I talk to other people on the web? What is cyberbullying? And, most kids understand what bullying is when someone's picking on them, making fun of them. And you can stem the conversation from that as well in order for them to understand or relate to that topic, okay? And it's respect for others that you're trying to get them to understand, and how you want people to treat you is how you want to treat others in that regard. And communication, whether it's appropriate language or it's appropriate way to respond to somebody? Is it in anger? You want all those things to be a known and something understood by them. Another thing would be equity. What is equitable? Some of the students at this age group, they don't quite understand with it. They understand that fairness, possibly, but they don't quite understand the other portion of that, maybe. And as we know, as equality or equity in digital resources, we think of, perfect example for last year was COVID. And still going on this year for some, found ways to get people internet at a fixed cost. Also told them that if they couldn't afford it, if you come up at certain time or any time at our school, there are certain places in the parking lot where it works more than exceptional, and you can do your homework there, or at least copy down what you need to do and work from there. We've given them computers for those who have no computers, and we've tried to make it as best we can for every student, because they're not asking to be a distance learning perspective, so we're trying to make it equal for every one of them as much as we can. So that's what we want to do and are trying to accomplish. Another thought within digital citizenship is diversity, cultural understanding, and also global awareness or even collaboration. For my kids, we do this old thing called a pen pal. And the pen pal is just like it was in the old days, although they're not handwritten letters anymore. They're digital emails sent from one student to another and abroad and to here and back and forth, so they begin to learn how they live. In other words, their cultural differences, how they get along in life, what things go on in their life, and vice versa. We also, I do a thing called class collaboration, where I have other classes abroad. We'll do actual assignments with my class. And the teacher and I will pick a topic and we'll have them work that out together. We'll actually help try and pick or foster picks for students to work together who might be similarly matched. And that way they learn about the other, plus they learn how to work with others, and they learn about others while they're working with them. So it's a real good collaboration tool. It's really neat and unique. For digital citizenship, that's all I really have for right now. And thank you for listening.